Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Norliyana binti Zalani. My matric number 1212038. Now I would like to present about my topic, which is the impact of Orientalism on Muslim world. So for the introduction, the 19th century literary and artistic movement known as Orientalism had an impact on both English and French culture. In his book Orientalism, Edward Said makes the case that this movement created a bias in Western countries by portraying the Oriental as an accurate picture of the Orient. This resulted in the Orientalist discourse that still shapes how the Oriental is perceived in contemporary Europe. This essay offers a conceptual analysis of Orientalism that examines the rhetoric, reproduction, and power structures of the Western world, but its worldwide reach is constrained by its restrictions. So, the impact of Orientalism on Muslim world is the first, Islamophobia. Islamophobia is a major impact of Orientalism on the Muslim world. It is the concern that Islamic culture would undermine Judeo-Christian values in European nations. In reaction to fears of Islamophobia, Muslims have resorted to concealing, altering, and reforming their fundamental Islamic beliefs. President George W. Bush has come under fire for his racist and intolerable portrayal of September 16, 2001 as a crusade against terrorists and the Spanish army donning the cross from Santiago, a symbol of the medieval military Catholic orders. But according to Lucy Cappick, the Danish anti-Islamic cartoons that were published by Chilean's Posten in 2005 were a manifestation of a long-standing medieval European custom of purposefully insulting Islam and especially Muhammad in order to gain martyrdom. From the medieval crusades, the Ottoman Empire and imperial colonialism to the current fear-mongering and deception of Muslims in Western minds, Islamophobia is a developmental phenomenon. Marinci tells a comic tale of a Muslim Algerian who was admitted to the hospital together with 4 Italian males. Unaware of his true nature, his companion discloses that the Italian was in the room with a Muslim. Jamal's friend congratulated him for being a decent person. This narrative emphasizes the widespread racism and intolerance in the West, which distances Muslims and Islam as concepts. The power and socio-economic disparities between the East and West, as well as post-colonial Orientalism, has an impact on this story. Next, the second impact is misrepresentation. Islam has been negatively characterized by Orientalism, which frequently uses the liberal or progressive image of Muslims to achieve its goals. Examples include the Italian journalist Cesari's mockery of Muslims and the commendation of Bahrain's democratic system and its leader. Its discourse incites head towards Islamic concepts by striking a chord with the naive Western mind. Orientalist reactions to the growth of Islam continue to focus heavily on misrepresentation, utilizing the media and publishing companies to paint Islam as something different from what it really is, which fuels Islamophobia and its unintended repercussions. The last point is the attack on Islamic legal theory. A critique of Islamic legal doctrine that draws attention to one of the historical consequences of Orientalism for the Muslim world using a case from Awqaf, which is Algeria, Egypt, and India. When it came to acquiring land in Muslim Egypt and India, respectively, which were seen as belonging to the Awqaf, the British and French encountered comparable difficulties. Donations made by the Awqaf family are neither refundable or exchangeable for cash. Actually, the ulama received some of these donations. The territories recognized as belonging to the Awqaf proved to be difficult for the colonial powers to purchase. They needed to figure out how to change the current situation. They employed legislative enactments to reinterpret Islamic law and accomplish their objective, including access to Muslim land with the help of colonial Orientalists. The economic progress pretext was used to introduce these policies. Numerous publications on Islamic law were released in 1860 by French Muslim jurists in Algeria. They also showed that they were cognizant of imperial strategies. The best elements of both the French and Islamic legal systems were blended to create a new system of law in Algeria through the use of Oriental literatures on doctrine and enactments. So now we know that there are three impacts of Orientalism on Islamic world, which are Islamophobia, misrepresentation, and an attack on Islamic legal theory. To sum up all of this, Muslims' poor impression of Western scholars has led them to consider Orientalism adversely for a long time. Islam has been misrepresented for ages, which has resulted in political and cultural domination. There are grave ramifications for both personal safety and Islamic civilization. It is essential to recognize Orientalist speech in order to counteract it, as well as to stay away from divisive language and fabrications. So that's all from me. Thank you for lending me your ears and watching this video until the end. See you again!